full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the New York Giants. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. To the right and complete to Galladay. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Setting up play action. Franks. And he finds Penny. Pushes him over.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They go play action with Franks. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. And some room to work. Touchdown, Giants.
Boy, Saquon Barkley, nothing short of electrifying with a football in his hands, and he showed off one of his biggest attributes on that one, and that is his speed.
First and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a give running right. It's Cook.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Love. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Off the play fake, here's Franks.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
The Giants first down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Franks now.
Out to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
But give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Franks.
Being chased out left. Touchdown, Giants! Evan Ingram. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Giants lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Vikings, nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's got some space here. The 40, the 20. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
Switch it. Come on. Twitch. Watch the twitch.
Check right. Smith red. Zoom black.
They'll run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Fourteen 0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Vikings, nothing.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal.
Check 26. Check 26. Check it back.
Now Love steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 3. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
Better take your 3.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Good idea. Way to be
The
smart.
Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lambeau is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. 2 yards on the play. First down, Giants.
Franks now to throw on first down.
Escaping the pressure right. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
On first down, here's Franks.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
The Franks looking to throw. That ball caught by Slayton. Touchdown! Darius Slayton, 43 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 38, Love. They'll roll him out right.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there on the catch and run.
First down, New York.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On 1st and 10, Franks. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
It's 2nd down.
Franks. His throw incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench into what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Peterson. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Horn. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Frank's throw taken in by Slayton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Franks hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. 30, 10, 5. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Franks. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, Franks. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed.
I know what you're doing with that middle guy dumping out the defensive line, offensive line. It's all right.
Opportunity to get off the field.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball.
Frank's out here shining, and don't come on here hating.
35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of
Lead back Frank's out here shining.
It'll be second and very short. Getting the ball is Cook, running left. He stiff arms him. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offensive coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Man, I want to come to the Bengals, though, and that may be a bad idea for you.
On the carry, it's Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Man, doing all that motion, get a penalty.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here come 3 audibles. Man in motion.
Here's Love. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Love. That one tipped.
Oh, she wouldn't do that.
Well, good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down. But the passing windows are just not.
Stick to running, man. That passing that feet.
Example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you
Stick
if you
to
try
running,
to
my guy.
execute offensively.
Oh, God. Jesus.
Going back to Love. And this one
It's the ball.
far too loose with a football.
Stick to running, my guy.
A 4th pick of the ball game. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Love looking to throw it. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Franks now on 2nd down. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. All the way down to the 42. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout.
Trying to dump my guys out at the line. Kill him.
They burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Line them up in the gap. Try to dump everything out, guys.
Naeem Hines, his first carry.
All we got to do is pick up 1 block.
For about 4, 2nd and 6.
Try to dump this out, guys.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Put the guy right up over the center. Right over the center. Try to dump us out.
Off play action.
Try to dump us out, guys.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just
try to dump us out. He run 1 defense, guys.
And now it's 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
Try to dumb the line out. We know the little trick. That way you can run them right over the center. Stop it.
I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Off the play fake. Franks. Toward the sideline.
Defense really trash.
Yes, he got them both down, says the
defense really trash.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Off play action. Franks. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Anthony Barr able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown is third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They run it again with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Play action this time with Love.
Put my ball. Put my ball.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys and trying to wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
On second down, right back to Hines. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down throw. Here's Franks. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Horrible user skill.
What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Franks. He's going to go up top again. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Saquon Barkley running right, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time
double line out, guys. He's coming in the middle. Double line out.
Get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
You ain't gonna be able to run the same defense on me all game. Cut it out.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well.
Here you go trying to dump the lane out, guys.
About that last completion.
Here you go trying to dump the line out, guys.
Now a play fake here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Running left, it's Barkley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Off the play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Barr able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways.
Dumb the line out, guys. Trash defense.
They've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They start the drive with Cook. This will be stopped at 2 yards shy of the marker.
That ain't gonna do it.
Game, 2nd and 2.
To the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
He ain't trying to win, guys. He's just trying to get his rushing stats up. He's not trying to win.
10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Love, they go play action now. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 173 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
He ain't trying to win, guys. He's trying to get his stats up.
From the 9 to the 8.
We good.
2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now Cook running right.
He ran right past
His way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again. Here are the 4th. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they
Dumb the line out again,
had
guys.
to settle for a field goal. I'm sure that's
Trash defender.
to them settling.
Trash defender. We make him pay for dumbing the line out.
Now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the
We make him pay for dumbing the line out, guys. We're trying to put the guy into the line, and we just run right past him.
New York. Nyheim Hines, 75 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Spin cycle. Spin
And
cycle.
we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can we have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Gano the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Trash.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Love. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Love. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. Able to find Thielen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Love looking to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they've got to go and get it right here, right now.
Again, it's Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete.
Kissed it,
He
ball.
had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Frank's throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Franks now. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Damn, man. 0-2. With the Browns. Trade.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
It wouldn't have made no difference.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
It wouldn't have made no difference. Your defense trash. You ran one defense all game. I mean, you're not going to win like that.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over with 4th on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
You don't care about winning, guys. We're just trying to get stay.
Teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
I see McKinney. I see McKinney.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Check. Yellow, zoom. Motion. Steal, black. Switch, yellow.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 1st down, Cook. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
You tried.
A big offensive explosion helped.